Hi, this is Rob McGinnis, and today we're going to be talking about the Goalerfy Store version 0.4.2 that is just been released. And I'm going to take you through some of the functionality of how to use this and how to manage your orders, manage your products, settings, etc. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to log into the administrative page of WordPress. And once you've logged in, you're actually going to click on the store icon that should be on the left-hand side if you've enabled the plugin. So first form you're going to see is creating a new product. So we're going to create a t-shirt. And we're going to make it $10, $1. And I'm just going to click and create product. We're actually going to click inside that product to check it out. Different settings that are inside here. All of these can be updated. Update button at the bottom. There is the sub options that you can do underneath where basically you can do something like this. Size. We'll add another sub option here. So to the right of every single option, you have the ability to make it so that there's a modifier for that price. So you'd be able to say, I want to be able to add $1 if someone orders an XL, or I want to be able to subtract $1 if someone orders a small. And that's something that I'll show you that functionality that's on the front in a minute. But for right now, we're going to update our product. And it says the product saved. Looks good. Okay. Then we get down to our images, add from media library. And this is an image that you've already uploaded. If you wanted to actually go to WordPress's native media library, you could do so by just clicking on the link there. And then that would allow you to upload something. And then you can double click on it. And it is now added as a thumbnail. So I'm going to update the product. All right, and we'll refresh the page, make sure everything that's saved, and it looks like that it did. So, okay. So here's our product that we've created. It has some sub options. We talked about the modifiers. Has a title that someone is going to see, and it has a thumbnail. So let's go to the store. And the way you get to the store is that you probably have already specified a page in WordPress. So you've actually gone over to WordPress. You've actually taken a particular page, and you have added this this short code in here, which is going to actually be the page where everything that is going to happen on the front end is going to happen on this page. And just keep in mind that when I say that, pretty much you just need to go to this particular page and it's going to know how to do everything, because Goalerfy Store is pretty much just a single page application that's wrapped, in this case, inside of a shortcode. So it kind of gets outside of what WordPress does natively. But we'll click on that. We'll take a look at the store, and we can see that our product has showed up. And you can see that there's a drop down here that is going to have those options that's going to allow you to modify those prices, and those are going to show up accordingly. So let's pick XL. I'm a big guy, so I need XL. Let's do that. We're going to add that to our cart, and we actually already had an item on our cart here, so we're going to actually go to View Cart. And what you'll see is that it says size XL +1. Let's go back to the store for a second. Let's pick something that doesn't include that. And we'll go back to View Cart, and you can see that this time we have large, and it did not add that +$1. So the way that it looks in checkout is I'm going to fill out all these things. I'm going to get to checkout, and at the checkout time, it's going to be the same thing. And then we're going to talk about shipping next. So right here at the bottom here, it says flat rate. Flat rate is a setting that you have in the back that allows you to set a flat rate for all shipments, no matter what. That's useful if, in the case of a t-shirt, it's probably not going to be a huge cost difference of whether or not you're sending 1 t-shirt or 10 t-shirts. Future versions will probably include something like if you wanted to set specific shipping rates based upon quantity for certain items. That's not currently available, but so let's go back to the admin page. Let's go to store, and let's go to our settings. So in the settings page, what you're going to have is this option, flat rate shipping. And if I were to uncheck this, what would happen is that it would actually add the shipping per item to the cart. So you would actually, so that $1 shipping that you had. So if we go back to our products here and we take a look at our $1 shipping, this would actually be added per item. Okay. And again, future versions will include some more fine tuning on this, but right now this is all you need. And if we go into our settings, some other things of note, we have some notification settings down here where we're actually you're going to send a buyer email, you're going to send an email to the seller, and if you want to send email to the shipping person, etc. Those are all available here. And yeah, so last but not least, let's take a look at orders. And orders are going to be grouped by the various categories that are up here. And the difference between completed and pending, open, inbox, and archive. So basically, we'll start over on the left here. So what happens is that it's when you make a purchase, it's going to go out to PayPal, and PayPal is going to return a status. Okay, and currently, the most common status that you're going to get is actually going to be pending, because it's still processing the order. On these orders, though, these are open orders, and what that actually means is that you can see that in this particular case, like I actually had an order for $37. I haven't actually checked out yet, so this is not a list that you want to look at for your actual fulfillment purposes. This is a list you'd want to look at if you wanted to know that people are going and doing certain things. And then you also have the ability to archive something. So if I were to go to my archive list, we'll actually go back here and we'll archive something. So if I archive list, and that's just kind of a convenient way for you to be able to go through your orders and say, okay, well, that has been archived, etc. If I were to look at a individual order, this says status is none. The order is not yet complete. Now, I did just archive an order that has not technically been even completed. That does not affect anything on the front end, but this does show you, like what's in the order, quantities, etc., and along with those specs. So, and then you have a unique reference ID that you can use to reference this order. So, yep, if you have any further questions, it's goalerfy.com.